Oh, that's an investigation. On the last floor. Did they meet the top floor and they just wrote it strangely? Okay, how do bottles turn into a bullet and a lead plate?
Look at it!
Oh, didn't realize you're here. Oh, that hurts. Okay, I didn't realize. Wait, did I lose all of my progress just now? In this building? I don't think I did. I think I still have the letters, and I think I still have the investigation.
Turn around, sir. I'll put an end.
Yeah, he's not even trying to counter. Just once more. That was very, very strange.
It's locked.
I think we do have to get the Pandora's box though, because we couldn't enter Swansea's place.
Watch out, boys! We'll crush this beast! Steady, boy! He's got one of those!
Oh, really? Okay. You can get me. You're not gonna get me. Okay.
Christ! He's dead!
Alright.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! We'll crush this beast!
Haha. You're not gonna get me. Oh, that still hit me?
I have it.
Bloody leech!
I can now open the box.
Oh. I hate that skill. Okay, I hate that skill because it hits me from a very large distance, even without like actually hitting me physically. Okay. Oh, nice, we get some shotgun shells. That's very nice.
don't know if I should read this.
I'm gonna read it. Oh. Where is it? Is there any here? No, it's probably just, it's probably an item here, yeah? Read it and face my wrath. Sure, let's read it. 8th of January, 1918. The cards worry me, but they keep announcing the coming of an imprecise but terrible danger. Distinct from this awful war. Better call back the legates to London and tell them to observe and report any unusual events. 15th of March, 1918. Something is definitely wrong. The cards keep hiding what is approaching, and that can only mean something powerful is moving, something so strong and potent. The cards cannot fully reveal its nature. All the legates but one are back in London. His mission to Lhasa is too crucial to be aborted. The only noticeable event is the frequent meeting between Aloysius Dawson and the Ascalon Club. It's nothing to worry about for now. 24th of July, 1918. A terrible epidemic is upon us, and I don't like this at all. My legates have been sent back to overseas to protect them from the disease, but also to find any clue about the origin of the plague. I'm not totally convinced this is all natural. In the past, we had many cases of vampire activity linked with sudden epidemics. We must remain vigilant. The 17th of August, 1918. All over the world, hundreds of thousands dead, broken families, despair and affliction deeply rooted in our hearts. This epidemic is a curse. Reports from every country tell me this catastrophe has no boundaries, no limits. The good news is that the disease seems to have withdrawn. The bad news is the cards keep on foreseeing a calamity. 19th of September, 1918. Cards were right from the beginning. A calamity is upon us. The best sign may be the return of the guard of Prune. Geoffrey McCullum himself is back in London. He is actively inquiring and recruiting members for a new campaign. Whatever I may think of McCullum's methods, I must admit he has a good nose for danger. We must all stay alert. 21st September. McCullum did not waste any time. At least 3 of his warhounds have been ordered to survey me. Same old hate, same old methods, once again. They will inquire about all my moves, all my acquaintances, and all my actions. I know they are convinced I'm an immortal plotting against them, against humanity, stupid hunters. I have no time for this. I may have my secrets, but I'm not conspiring. I'm not the conspiring foe they're after. But they are right about something. The cataclysm will not be avoided. The 15th of October. For the second time since I am the primate of St. Paul, I fear for the city. Scows are invading London and the entire country. No, not invading. They are already here. They are among us, released by the flesh of the many infected. Observers of the Brotherhood tell me that foreign vampires are arriving from all over Europe, delighted to get their share of innocent and suffering flesh. This country, as we know it, may be on the verge of oblivion. We still don't know what is maneuvering against us. 26th of October. The cards are still worrying me, as the real danger was not revealed yet. I'm convinced that the Guard of Prune is about to launch a second great hunt. This is the only explanation to the patterns of activities deployed by McCullum. Control of strategic command posts all over the city, creation of many new weapons, robbery to quickly finance this expensive undertaking. I know my name will be on the list if they decide to hunt down all identified vampires in England, but I refuse to submit to this threat. 7th of November. A Prune attack is imminent. Scouts and patrols are getting closer every night. I can't even blame them, for the situation is critical. A few reports even claim the horned vampire may be back. But their blindness never ceases to astonish me. How can they keep considering me a foe? Have I not proved I am their ally? Have I not done all I can to protect mortals? This is my last entry in this journal. May God have mercy on our souls? Was that supposed to be a question mark at the end there?
I can't believe it.
What can't you believe? He's suspected to be a vampire. Yeah, he even told me. He's aware of his real circumstances. Seems to... Okay, so we got this in here. This is bullshit, because he told me himself that the guard of Pruen thinks he's a vampire. And I remember, because he said, they think I'm a vampire. I get older, for God's sake. That kind of dialogue. I remember. Oh, now I can enter, okay. Swansea.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
It's me.
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's actually really calm.
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Geoffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open.
Uh-huh.
What became of him?
Oh,
To
he was
prove
spared.
him wrong, I let him go.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
Uh-huh. No, Swansea was a bro so far, so I believe you.
I trust you, Edgar, but the Guard of Pruen is onto something.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Yeah, but if you don't tell me now and you're gonna die or something, isn't it better if I know?
Why would the Guard of Pruen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession? Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
No, it's because Harry Jones turned Doris Fletcher, who then started infecting everyone. And Harry Jones was in the hospital. And we were in the hospital. And you were in the hospital, Edgar. It's dumb how the game doesn't acknowledge that we actually picked up a crucial piece of information, and Jonathan doesn't think to bring it up.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Pruen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Pruen in 1854.
Uh-huh.
They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
Oh, we actually do.
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Okay, the game did redeem itself a little bit because we learned this from the document.
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Yeah, we beat McCullum, Messiah. We beat him. I kind of cheated a little bit because I upgraded my shotgun with the anti-human damage type, and I just shot him a lot of times.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Swansea, don't be so evasive.
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theatre. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
But vampirism is also not a devil at work. It could be kind of a strain of rabies, or like it mutated or something.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet
Whose blood?
Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use?
My blood.
William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. But what is science if not trial and error?
Yeah,
We
but
both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this
no, you're not
tragedy.
evil. You're just dumb. You're just an idiot. So we can just let him die, or we can turn him. If we embrace him, we're killing him. And that's not good. It's fine to let him die, I think. I don't think this influences the good ending, any of these choices. I'm gonna turn him.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Okay, this is kind of creepy.
Enough!
Yeah, it's creeping Ross. But, I mean, being dumb is not a sin. The worst thing he did is... Oh, we got his hint. What's his hint? Okay, we can't get the first one. So that's interesting. We didn't lose this before. Now we lost it. Oh, here. He used Lady Ashbury's blood to conduct illicit experiments on Harriet Jones. Not really sure what the first one is used for, because he started at 6,000. These hints didn't really increase his blood quality or anything like that. Yeah, at the very least, he could maybe talk to someone else about the experiments he's been doing. Because then you would be able to properly like protect yourself against like side effects or maybe some unintended consequences. But wait a second, this is... Oh. I just thought about something. Is Lady Ashbury Lady Blackwood? And then she would be the Eater of Stars. William Marshall saved her somehow by making the elixir thing. And that's probably why she was reluctant and didn't want to turn her daughter?
Return at a more convenient time.
I do want to do the side quest, I guess.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Oh, I just ran out of, Wait, not this door. Oh. Ah. Oh, okay. He gave up. I don't want to go to sleep to upgrade myself because this district is actually kind of sick. I don't want to be weakened. And I think I'm fine with level 25.
Support the equality between men and women.
Alternatively, I could probably just make a lot of medicine, but
Crawl back to the hell that spawned you.
I don't want to fight this dude. He's annoying. Problem is, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to
You're mine.
outrun him. Yeah. Oh no, they gave up. Very nice. He's gonna be upset because we read his journal, but it wasn't like anything too drastic in there. So I'm not really sure why he wanted to keep it a secret.
Trying to tell us.
Hey, Washer.
Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewen stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
No.
No.
Ah, the oldest temptation of all. If Pandora herself did not pass the test, I suppose I should not blame you for your curiosity.
So you're not angry with me?
Why should I be? To live is to make choices, Jonathan. And you made yours. Now give it to me, please.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. Yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. A red river, a song in the dark.
600.
Whispers
Okay.
of a sun. So many signs.
Now we have to talk to Lady Ashbury. Bum, bum, bum. Too bad we can turn into a bat and just fly. That would be nice.
Are you from Ascalon?
I'm not from Ascalon.
Steady, boys! Stop! We've got one of Vampyr!
Okay. Yeah, okay, perfect. No one wants to talk to me. I mean, technically Swansea wants to talk to me, but he's not gonna be there, I think. Or is he? Oh, you know what? I kinda want to talk to him to see what he has to say now.
It's only the first step.
Someone you're close to.
Women of all
I don't think it's gonna be anything like very important, but I kinda wanna see what he has to say.
You're mine!
I'm going the right way, yeah? Yeah.
I hate leeches!
You hate
See
leashes,
them
that's
fancy
fine.
clothes? This one's a top! Steady, boys! We've got one of
Okay.
It's a leech!
I didn't mean to do this. Ah. Okay. Ah,
It's one of them!
I have the wrong weapon equipped. Oops. Am I going the right way? Yeah.
Good evening.
Do you have bullets? No, you don't. You don't because why? Oh, because we already bought bullets tonight. So how about we talk to Swansea, clean this door. Now it's darker here. Yeah, he's not here. We would have to wait tonight in order for him to get here. But now that he's a vampire, he likes the dark. He's become edgy.